guys, today we're going to look at EE2 again. Yesterday we took sentences and we made the expression from that sentence and what it meant. Now today what we're going to look at is substituting in for the expression or the variable to solve the expression. Now remember, with expressions we have an infinite amount of solutions. We can plug in any number we want for that variable and solve it. We have an infinite amount of solutions. So let's look at our order of operations before we get started. In order for us to substitute it in and solve it, we have to use order of operations. So we have parentheses, which can be the parentheses or bracket. We have exponents, which is exponents and roots. Those go left to right, whichever one comes first, left to right in the problem, which in 6th grade you're not going to have a root in your problem, but you will eventually. Then we have multiplication and division left to right. You don't always have to multiply first. You go left to right with those. Same with addition and subtraction. So we're going to look first at a volume formula. We have volume equals S cubed. And it says a cube has sides with a length of 3 inches. What is the volume? So what we did here is we're going to take this side, which is 3 inches, and substitute 3 in the place of S. Then we're going to say S cubed because I said that says S cubed. We're going to say 3 cubed. So 3 times 3 times 3, which is 27. Then we have a square that has sides that are 1/2 inch. What would the area be for 6 of those squares? So we have the area equals 6 times S squared. Okay, so let's break that apart. Let's just use the 6 times S squared. All right, so we have 6 squares. That's why we have that. Our square is S squared because a square has all the same sides. So if it tells us that it's 1/2 inch, what we're going to do is we're going to say 6 times 1/2 inch. All right, so times 1/2 inch. Now, make sure you have that parentheses because you're squaring the whole 1/2, not just that numerator 1. You're squaring the whole 1/2. So we have 6 times 1/2 times 1/2. So 1 times 1 is 1, and 2 times 2 is 4. So then we have 6 times 4. So 6 times 1, straight across, we're going to do 6. Now you can put a 1 under this if you would like. Then we have 1 times 4, which is 4. 4 will go into 6 one whole time with 2/4 left, which can also reduce to 1/2. Well, there you go. All right, so last one we're going to look at, it says, solve the expression when x is 10. Now remember right here, x is 10. That means x equals 10. Okay? Remember in math, the language arts word is means is means equals in math. There we go. All right, so now we're going to substitute in this 10 for x. So 3 times 10 plus 10 minus 2. All right, order of operations. Do I have a parentheses? Yes. So we're going to put an 8 here because 10 minus 2 is 8. Then we're going to rewrite everything else. All right, so do we have exponents? No. We do not have roots either. Do we have multiplication division? Yes, we have a 3 times 10. So we're going to say 3 times 10 is 30. And then plus 8 is 38. So guys, make sure when you substitute in for these expressions that you still are following order of operations.